No, I actually don't. I'd rather have it closed. Cool. Thanks, man. Yep. You got the song queued up? Okay. Oh, perfect, dude. Yeah. And just this isn't the song, it's the song before this. It's the song before this. That's the song. Great. Louder. Yeah, it's good. Louder the better. Yeah, louder the better for me. And then you can just let the song run through to the song after it. Just make sure you turn it way down. Great. I feel really good. Cool, man. Sweet. Yeah. We'll leave that phone number up there. You got some gifts, some images, some deep space, some the random ones are really cool too. Those kind of crazy. What did I think I put it under. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so I can be more prepared next week for that. I'll just actually put them in an order, and then when we get here, we just draw them all in. Is that what you're saying? Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would like you to do, is just take everything, or take all the images so that you can play with it. Yeah, lighting looks good. Everything looks great. Feeling great. $22.88, 477-2210. I'm right here, correct? Got it. Yes. We got a wonderful show for you tonight. Today, by the way, is September 10th, 2008, one day shy of the anniversary of September 11th. I did think about doing some sort of a September 11th show and, you know, air some September 11th footage and, you know, but I'm not because it's just so heavy and I'm kind of over all the heaviness with all the, you know, all the negative, dark energies, and it's just, it feels so much better to be light, right? Okay, so this is going to be a light show. We've got, I'm going to play some really cool footage of a couple of my favorite dancers. This is from a DVD called B-Boy City. This is actually a local event held here in Austin every year by a man named Romeo Navarro puts it on. And after that, we're going to come back and I'm going to do a live performance for you in-house, and then I'm going to teach a lesson on tutting. Just all these kind of cool little hand movements that you see me do from time to time. Then we're going to take some live calls. We're also going to air a really cool segment. It's a 10-minute breakdown dissertation on the law of attraction and how to use it. This is from the movie The Secret. It's just kind of like an extra feature. Love the movie The Secret, especially the original version with Abraham in it. And yeah, take some live calls. I've got some really exciting things that have happened to me very recently. I'm very excited to tell you guys about. But first we need to get some viewers here, because you know how it works. You channel surf and then you see some guy doing the robot, you're gonna stop and watch. And then you're gonna learn how to do something, and then you've got some value invested here. And then you know, we go on. So, how about that, world? Got some new pictures up too. Okay, so what you're gonna see now is a battle between Pac-Man and Press Play. You might have seen Pac-Man before if you watched So You Think You Can Dance at all. He was on not this past season, but the season before. And his real name is Philip Chabib. And these street dancers get, they pick up aliases because it's more fun and more recognizable and identifiable on the forums, and just like, oh, did you hear about Sunshine? You know, I don't know, that was a random name, but it's just, it works like that. So this is from last year at B-Boy City and here in Austin, Texas, and this is a cool little 3-minute battle. I think you're gonna like it. When we come back, I'm gonna do my own little version of my style of dancing, which is kind of like theirs, but a little more robotic, I guess. That's what I specialize in, you know, the robot. How to do the robot.com. Have you been there yet? You gotta check it out. It's all me. Okay, check it out. This is what you're gonna see now, a nice little battle. Oh yeah, here's the menu. We're working it through, Work our way over to the pop-in. Then we're gonna select the button. Oh, here it is.
Baby G, you ready? All the B-Boy City, baby, let's do it. Hey, come on, take the ride. There's a party over there that ain't no job. It's line, it's all the way live. Don't even have to walk, don't even have to drive. It's slide, slippity slide. Just forget about your troubles and your 9 to 5 and just sail along. That's what you do, just sail along. Now the dude's so funky, hey, what do you think? What is it called? It's called a lakeside stank. It's there. Never did no harm. Never did no harm. It's there. Never did no harm. Never did no harm. It's there.
Full body, if that's possible. All right, so welcome to Tyson Television. If you're just now joining us, you're watching Tyson TV every Wednesday night on channel 16, 10 o'clock. I'm now going to teach you how to do what's known as a style of dance called tutting. This style of dance is located underneath the umbrella known as popping, recognized as pop locking, also associated with breakdancing. But really, tutting is its own style. What tutting is it's what you're doing is you use your hands, arms, neck, head, legs, knees, whatever, but for the most part you're using your hands and your arms right here. And what you want to do is you want to make 90-degree angles so that they form little boxes. So it's really like a style of dance where you just kind of like make a bunch of little boxes everywhere. It's pretty cool. So to start off, I guess you don't have to stand up for this, but it'll help because you're gonna drop your arms low. So it'll help if you're standing for this exercise, for this lesson here. The footage that you just saw before that was taken from B-Boy City, which is a local event here put on by Romeo Navarro. You can just Google B-Boy City and learn all about that. The battle was between a guy named Pac-Man, Philip Chabib is what his name is, Pac-Man, and Press Play. Very good battle, I thought so myself. Okay, to the lesson. All right, so one is this, prayer position. So this is one. Now we don't have a mirror here, so otherwise I would look this way and you would learn from my reflection, but since we don't, you're actually gonna have to mirror me. So I'm gonna be saying, raise your left hand, even though I'm raising my right hand, and I just want you to mirror me, all right? Okay, so one is here, two, slide your left hand up to the bottom of the other hand. This is two. Three, drop your left hand so that you're making this position right here. So this is three. Starting back over. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to raise your right hand up to where it meets and it comes flat. It's just this motion right here. You're just slowly going to raise it up, raise your wrist up to where they meet. So this is going to be 3 right here. Oh, I'm sorry. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, this is 4. I get confused. Okay, so 4, 5, you're going to raise the elbow, keep that hand in the position, and this is 5. All right? Starting back over from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, starting back over from 0. Prayer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now 6. You're going to now raise the other elbow. Actually, that's not true. 6, you're just going to break the wrist, and you're just going to keep them connected right here, and bring the inside of the wrist, the bottom of the hand, to where it meets the other hand. And this is 6. All right. 7. Come up here, like this. What I did is I kept these two connected down here, and I just raise it up. Boom. All right. So this is 7. 8. Bring the hand back down. This is 8. So I'm going to start over. I'm just going to run through it and do it for you so that you can see what it looks like all together. We're doing 2 8 counts. All right. So that was the first 8 that I taught. I'm going to run through it. I'm just going to do the whole thing for you. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know it probably seems a little fast just then, but we're going to take it slow. So, starting back over at 1, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, slide the hand over. All right. Coming back here, this is 8 position. 1, you slide the hand over and make a little picture frame for yourself, for your face. So this is 1. Now 2, you're gonna keep this hand fixed, all right? And you're just gonna move the top one. You're gonna move this hand here, but you're gonna keep this arm in place. So 2, you roll the hand down. Roll the top arm down to make a whole nother box right down here. I'm gonna bring it back up. Roll it down. Boom. All right. Coming back from the top. Roll it down. This is 2. Good. 3. Now you're going to roll the opposite way. You're going to roll toward yourself. You're still going to keep that bottom hand, that bottom arm fixed. This time the top one's also going to move, but instead of going forward, you're now going to go back behind. All right, so this is 3. 4, slide the hand across. Right, so we're right here. 4. You're going to slide your left hand across your arm to where they come and the hands meet again. This is 5. 6. The hand comes down. You're now in this position. You slide your left hand across that arm, form another box. 6. So this is 7. I think I might have got ahead of myself. Raise it up. And we're done. 8. Start over from 1. All right, so ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the big one. 7 comes up. Just looks like this. 7, 8. Starting over from 1. Going to slide the hand over. Slide the right hand across. 1. Now you're going to take the left hand and roll it down. Keep the right arm fixed. 2. Now you're going to keep the left arm fixed and roll the right arm behind and down. 3. Now you're going to slide the left hand across your arm, across your right arm. 4. Keep that arm fixed and just bend at the 2 wrists here. Just bend at the wrists. 6. Slide the left hand across. 7. As I'm talking to you guys, I'm losing my count, but it's not really that important. All right, so 7. Raise it up. Bam. 8. We're finished. Try it again one more time. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slide it across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The really cool thing about tutting is you can go, once you get the basics down, you can really just create and go anywhere and everywhere with it. You literally just kind of make it up on the spot. Once you start doing it enough, you can kind of make it up on the spot and make it look good. It's also one of those dances where it's not, you don't need music around to do with it. It's just kind of like a really cool, it's almost like, biting your nails, but you're doing something creative and playful with your hands. I do it all the time when I'm just kind of standing in line, or I'll be in a conversation with people and not really be that interested maybe, and actually that's not true. I just do this stuff so often I don't even realize that I'm doing it sometimes. I'll just kind of, so you got it? All right, so shall we do it one more time? Okay, let's do it one more time. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there you go. That's some tutting for you. Okay, what we're going to watch now is an excerpt from the movie The Secret. This is a wonderful movie. You can go to thesecret.tv and check it out for yourself, or you can YouTube it and watch the first 20 minutes free. Unfortunately, the version that I'm quite fond of is the version with one of my favorite teachers, Abraham, Esther Hicks, who channels Abraham. And she was in the original version. She's actually the one who's pretty much put out all the information on the law of attraction, because they've been doing it for about 30 years now. And what you're going to see here is Bob Proctor. He is also a metaphysical spiritual teacher. And he is going to basically spend about 8 minutes and just drop it on you on what we are and what these universal laws of creation are, and specifically the law of attraction, how we are basically frequencies, or energy beings giving off frequencies, and everything that happens to us, we somehow in some form attract this experience or circumstance or manifestation or whatever it is to us. And Bob's going to go into a little more detail than I just did for you on that, but yeah, it's really good. I think you're going to like it. I love it. So here you go. Check out Bob dropping it on the law of attraction.
Hello and welcome. I'm Bob Proctor, and I am really proud and very pleased to be part of The Secret. You see, The Secret literally changed my life around 45 years ago, and for the past 38 years, I have traveled all over the world, helping people understand the secret. The law of attraction is always working. You can never escape it. Everything that comes into your life, you're attracting into your life. Now, you see, as we understand the secret, then we can sit down and dictate exactly what we want to come into our life. And with absolute certainty, it will arrive. Let's stop and think of who we are, what we are. You see, I said I am Bob Proctor. The truth is I'm not really Bob Proctor. Bob and Proctor are two words. That's my name, but it's not me. I might look at myself and say, this is me, but this isn't Bob Proctor. This isn't me either. You've never heard anybody phone into work and say, body's not coming in today, it's sick. You've never heard anyone say, am hand. We say, my hand, my name, my job. These are things we have, but it's not me. See, I am a soul, a spirit, non-physical, and I live in this physical body. And I have the ability to dictate the vibration that my mind and body will be in. You see, vibration is a law of the universe. This entire universe operates by law. There are no accidents. And vibration decrees the law of vibration that we literally live in an ocean of motion. Absolutely nothing rests. Everything moves. Everything's vibrating at one speed or another. And we can move into a positive or a negative vibration. We use the word feeling to describe the conscious awareness of the vibration we're in. If you hear a person say, I'm not feeling very well, what they're really saying is, I am in a negative vibration. When you hear a person say, I feel so good, what they're really saying is, I'm in a positive vibration. Now, do you know, when you're in a negative vibration, the only energy you can attract to you is like energy. You're going to attract negative situations into your life. When you're in a positive vibration, the only thing you can attract into your life are things that are in harmony with you, positive things. So let's think about this for a moment. Our body is a molecular structure. It's a mass of molecules in a very high speed of vibration. Mind is movement, and body is the manifestation of that movement. You and I have the conscious ability to choose the images that we're going to hold in our mind. We tap into an infinite source of supply, and we choose our thoughts. We can pick up other people's thoughts, or we can originate thoughts. And when we bring those thoughts together, we create ideas. I can create an idea in my mind of myself having anything I want. And then as I take that idea and impress it upon my subconscious mind, which is universal intelligence, I not only affect my body, but I affect this entire universe. Now, I know that most of us have such a small picture, a small image of ourselves, that we have a difficult time believing that we would actually affect the entire universe. But we do. Do you know that thought waves are cosmic waves that penetrate all time and space? And when I think something, I control the vibration I'm in. And when I control the vibration I'm in, I control what I attract into my life. If I want greater wealth, I just have to see it coming into my life. I've been given a magnificent imagination. And through the use of my imagination, I can originate pictures in my mind. I can see myself in beautiful relationships. I can see myself experiencing wonderful success. I can see money coming to me through multiple sources on a continuous basis. You see, I dictate what I see. Do you know, Viktor Frankl was a Jewish psychiatrist that spent the war years in a concentration camp. Now, I don't suppose anyone has ever experienced more physical and intellectual abuse than those people that were in those camps. But Viktor Frankl pointed out in a marvelous book, Man's Search for Meaning, that no one could cause him to think something he didn't want to think. And you know, all the great leaders, all down through history, as far back as you want to go, have been in complete and unanimous agreement on one point, that we become what we think about. Now, why is that so? Because we have the freedom to think anything we want. We can originate thoughts, or we can pick thoughts just out of the ether. And we can internalize those thoughts. We can bring them together and build beautiful ideas, or we can build terrible ideas, but the ideas we build are going to determine the vibration we're in. And the vibration we're in is going to dictate the energy that we attract to us. Now ask yourself, what do you really want? Think about it for a moment. What kind of relationships do you want? What kind of health do you want to experience? Do you want prosperity? What kind of a business do you want? Do you know that you are the architect of your life? You truly are. And you can tap into this infinite source of supply, and it is an infinite source of supply. I think one of the most magnificent authors of the past 500 years was a man named Thomas Troward. And he talked about the spirit of opulence. And he talked about us tapping into the infinite. And he said, when you are drawing from the infinite, you can never take more than your share. Abundance is your birthright. But understand this, you will never attract into your life something that is not in harmony with you. And so if you want more, if you want greater wealth, greater health, more meaningful relationships, make up your mind right now that you're going to build the image of what you want, and you're going to hold on to that image, and you're going to stay in that vibration. This entire universe is an orderly universe. Energy attracts like energy. So just understand that the good that you want is already here. All you have to do is get in harmony with it. And you do that through your own thinking. It's absolutely phenomenal when you stop and think about it. Build the image of the world you want to live in. Watch the film, The Secret, over and over again. Go to the website, The Secret TV, because all of the products that they're offering you are going to help you alter your conditioning, change your habitual way of thinking. And when you do that, you have changed your world. I did that 45 years ago. I was just a young man, but I was given a book, and the book helped me establish a purpose for my life. It helped me understand myself. And you're going to attract according to your belief. Now, you might not really believe in yourself, but if you keep studying, you're going to be absolutely amazed with yourself. You see, our belief system is based upon our evaluation of something. And the more we reevaluate a situation, the more our belief about that situation will change. I want you to reevaluate the laws that govern your being. Start to understand the law of vibration. See how the law of attraction and the law of vibration are really, in truth, the same law. You can only attract to you the things that vibrate in harmony with you. I'll look forward to meeting you in open programs that we conduct, that Secret are going to promote. And I look forward to meeting you on another series of videos that this company is offering. The Secret is phenomenal. It's waking up the world. This is Bob Proctor. Thank you.
Good old Bob. Gets a little salesy there at the end, I know. It's almost humorous. You know, Bob was talking about, there's a part there where he talked about how when you really just immerse yourself in these teachings, you start to really pay attention and become really aware and conscious of what you're thinking about. And then you can start to habituate new thoughts, new ways of being into your daily routines. And I did this. I did this about 3 years ago. And at first when you start the whole idea of this, it can seem a little like tasking, like, oh my God. But I tell you what, I just kind of like, and it has been for a while now, but it really just hit me. Not really just hit me, it's always there, but I can honestly tell you that I am a transformed person. I am so happy. I really have one of those lives where everything just kind of seems to work, you know, like, and it might just be that when something isn't working, I don't really give it a whole lot of energy or life. I'm just like, oh well. An example is I left my bike on the bus rack, you know, yesterday, and I tripped kind of for a second, like, oh my God, my bike is gone. But I was like, I know I'm gonna get it back. You know, I took the necessary steps, and you know, sure enough, they called me today and they said, hey, we got your bike. And I was telling that story to some friends last night that I was having dinner with, and they were like, oh my God, I'd be tripping. And I was like, oh, it was just, you know, I knew everything would be all right. And even if the bike, I didn't get it back, it wouldn't be worth, like, you know, just, what good is it going to do to sit there and sulk and be angry and mad at myself? Or how could I be so stupid? You know, it's just like what I do a lot is I really pay attention to the good things that are happening to me in life, for the things that I have now. And I'm really grateful for it. I will actually take time out of my day and really just go into a state of gratitude and just be like, oh, thank you so much. For example, yes, 3 days ago, this is a few days after last week's show. It was a great show, and I was having some dinner. It was Sunday, as a matter of fact. This was Sunday. Went out to Barton Springs. It's my kind of routine on Sunday evenings. Was with friends. We all went and had some food at Bolton Creek Cafe, and I decided to walk home. It was only, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 blocks to walk home. And I'm walking home, and I'm cutting through the neighborhood, and there's this house jamming some beats, and I took a moment, and it felt so beautiful out, and I got down on my knees, and it was a little silly, but I put my hands up to my chest and put my hands out and just said thank you. Thank you so much for everything that I have right now. And I'm thanking the universe, I suppose. I'm thanking myself. It's kind of the same thing. But I was just really, really grateful. Later that night, I get an email from a friend who runs a school here in town at Brave New Books every Monday night. It's called Freedom School, and he teaches his students how to handle themselves in a law situation. Well, he had a bunch of equipment that was donated to him, and he wasn't using it. He didn't have any need for it, so he sent out a little mailer to all the students with a list of these things, of these items. So I'm reading through the items, and I recognize one of the items, like, wow, if that's what I think it is, that's absolutely what I have been wanting. You see, right now at the public access station, I have a lot of access to really great equipment, but it is limiting still in the sense that I've got to be here at a certain time, I've got to return something at a certain time, and I only have it for a limited amount of time. So those are limiting factors, and me, hey, ultimate freedom is no limitation at all, no limitations. That's what financial abundance can do for you. It doesn't, it allows you to be really free with the things you want to do and where you want to go and what you want to buy. The secret puts a lot of kind of like emphasis on material gain, and there's really nothing wrong with having a lot of money. It's what you do with that money. That's the beautiful thing about it. It's like when you have a lot of money, you can really do some beautiful things. Somebody asked me once, if I had all the resources in the world, what would I do to change the world? And I would be the biggest, largest media provider in the world. And, this is a small example of that. I am a media provider, not the largest in the world, but hey, one day, who knows? To get back to it, though, on the media tip, so in this email, there's a piece of equipment, and sure enough, I recognized what the piece of equipment was, and I thought to myself, man, that's probably like, a $500, $600, $700 piece of equipment. Let's see what I can get for it. So I called up my buddy who runs the school, and I made an offer to him. I said, how much do you want for it? He said, I don't know, make me an offer. I said, $150? And he goes, sure, okay. So we're going to put up now what this piece of equipment is that I purchased, and so that you can really fully appreciate what I just acquired. This is a DV Pro editing deck. This actually is worth about, you can see it right here, it's actually worth about $3,000. I don't know, 25. I did find one for as low as $1,800 on eBay, but new they're about $3,000. They average around $2,500. I got this thing for $150. What this is now going to allow me to do is I've got about 100 DV tapes from when I was in LA. I kind of chronicled my whole stay there, and I really want to start presenting some of this footage for you guys. We might present something tonight, depends. But now I can come in here and reserve the studio for 4 hours, film, get some crazy footage, take the tape, go home, pop it, pop it right in there. That's pretty cool. Pop it right in, and then digitize it and do my editing at home. It's so nice. It feels so good. Thank you so much, James. Thank you, me. Thank the world. Thank the universe for providing this wonderful piece of equipment. This is an example of the law of attraction in action. I absolutely manifested this. There are a few things that I've been wanting. I'm not a material type guy. I don't really desire clothes or shiny doodads. I want things that will progress me and my show and my creative endeavors along. This is a major step in facilitating these wants that I have. So this is kind of like proof, if you will, that this really does work. I live in harmony. I really, I experience almost zero resistance in my daily activities because, I don't have a job that I don't like to go to. That's a big part of it. But I absolutely took the risks that needed to be taken in order to bring me to the place that I am now. There was a lot of fear that I had to go through, a lot of fear. But what it was an idea that came to me, and I took action on that idea. And it was a really big idea, granted, but my case might be different than other cases, but it was almost like I found a key or something. It was like I found this key, and I was like, oh my God, I found a key. I didn't even know where does this key go? Oh my God, there's a door. Wow, I didn't even know that there was a door that was locked there. Maybe I did know. But it was like I unlocked this door and opened this door into a whole new world of possibilities. And all of a sudden, I was extremely creative. I was extremely excited, high energy. I was manifesting. Everything was showing up synchronistically. Synchronicity is a huge part of this, and I manifest through synchronicity. That's what I say. Things just show up synchronistically. I'm very personable and I'm outgoing, and I start conversations often. And this also really helps if you really want to manifest things, to be very open and be very open to just starting conversation. And the way I start conversation is because I'm so perceptive now, I notice things. And I generally, if I notice it, if it's caught my eye, it's caught my eye for a reason. And if I'm feeling something about this, I'll say it. I'll say like, wow, it's a really cool shirt you got on there. I like the colors, something like that. And, well, thank you so much. That's very nice. Well, hey, you're welcome. Maybe I'll leave it at that. Or maybe a conversation will ensue. And if a conversation ensues, who knows? This person, okay, here's an example. I mean, come on, people call it networking. I call it connect working. But, it looks like I might have an opportunity to perform, start opening up for the pro soccer league here in town. And that was because I was at a dinner party. And I did some of my dancing. I like to do it a lot. I do it out. I really think it's fun and cool. It's fun. Why not? I did some of my dancing, and this girl who was at the party was like, "Wow, that was really cool. Would you be interested?" And my husband, runs the team, and maybe opening up for the whatever. And so it just leads to a lot of opportunities, is what I'm trying to tell you. So the law of attraction. It's all about following your heart's desire, follow your bliss, be aware of what you're thinking about, be aware of your thoughts, be in gratitude, be in a state of gratitude. There are little tricks you can do. When you wake up in the morning, you can make a list of all the things that you have that you're grateful for. You just go down that list. And honestly, really just like take time out in your day. When something good happens, you feel good, or something cool, or something, it's whatever, just acknowledge it, recognize it, take time out and be with it and be grateful. Really just be genuinely grateful for it, and it will do wonders for you, I promise you. We're going to take some phone calls. We got about 15 minutes left in the show. Oh, okay, we don't have any right now. I know we had one earlier, but if you'd like to call up now and share a story that you have had of the law of attraction in action, or let's not even call it that. Let's call it an incredible coincidence that's happened to you. If there's something that's, just been like, how could this have happened? Like, I could truly go on and on talking about the most amazing, how could that have possibly happened? There's just no, the whole 6 degrees of separation type deal. Like, it seems to be getting less than 6 degrees at sometimes, at least some of the experience I've had. It's just like, how is this possible? How did this just happen? So just, you know, you manifest through synchronicity. You just, yeah, I don't know. I hear that we do have some callers now.
Moses on line 1.
Oh, perfect. Moses, are you there?
Tyson, how art thou?
Oh man, it's so good to hear from you, Moses. I've got a couple of your messages, man, and they've really put a smile on my face. They've been really entertaining.
Well, they're designed just for that and for the lifting of spirits. And I had what I think is, well, I'm just going to proclaim it to be a good idea.
All right, let's hear it.
That just the whole deal with the music nonsense, and particularly the get-along song, lets you and I pick what is our favorite project or charity and have that little video, music, whatnot, be the springboard for that, and just donate whatever proceeds come from that to whatever it is our agreed upon favorite little project. And we won't profit from it at all monetarily, and but it'll just be good juju, as they say.
Yeah.
No pun intended, since
yeah.
my name's Moses. Said juju.
Yeah.
Anyway, give me a holler back on that, and sure enjoyed the show. And
Cool, man.
talk to you later.
Later, Moses.
Bye.
Yeah, Moses actually has been following along since show number 1. We're on show number 13 now, and he contacted me through email, and then I give him my phone number, and he mailed me some of his music that he's made, and he's got this one particular song called the Get Along song, and you know it's really a sweet little song that he just made on his own home studio, Casio. And it's really a sweet song, and it certainly has potential to lift spirits. You know, I don't know that it's going to be a hit on KISS 101 FM or something like that, but there certainly has potentials and possibilities. The thing with me doing, go ahead, we got another phone caller?
Sure. Shay is ready to talk to you. Shay.
Okay, hey, Shay.
Hello, Tyson.
Hello.
I just want to say I really liked your show last week where you showed the UFO video.
You didn't like that?
No, I did like it.
Oh, you did like it?
Yeah, excellent. And your dancing is awesome.
Thank you, Shay.
I also caught your show where you interviewed Freeman.
Yeah.
That was really cool, too.
Wow. So you've been... So are those pretty much the only 2 shows or 3 shows you've seen?
I've seen a few others.
Cool. That's cool, Shay. Like, have we met before?
I haven't met you before, Tyson.
Okay, well...
But thank you for taking my call.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching, Shay. I really appreciate you saying that you appreciated that NASA footage, that UFO footage that I showed, because I didn't feel like I got a great feedback from it, and I thought it was fascinating footage.
Oh, definitely.
Cool, right on. Well, Shay, have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for calling up.
Thank you, Tyson.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, the footage, if you missed last week's show that we're talking about, is called the Tether Incident. If you Google it, you can probably find it somewhere on the web or on YouTube or MySpace, but the Tether Incident is what it's called. This is really cool footage from outer space.
Okay, Garrett is online too.
Garrett, how you doing, brother?
Hello, how you doing? How you doing, Tyson?
I'm doing great, man.
Good. I've been watching your show. It's really entertaining.
Thanks, man. I really, really appreciate you giving me that feedback, Garrett. It truly means a lot to me, man.
I'm a student at UT. I study government.
Okay.
And I don't know. I like to hear some motivational words because I just broke up with my girlfriend.
Okay.
And I feel kind of, I don't know, kind of sad, kind of down.
Yeah, man.
Every time I listen to you, it motivates me to want to go out and, have fun.
Great, man. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your breakup. Is it possible that you can see this as maybe it's let's say that everything happens for a reason.
Right.
Let's say the next relationship that you get into, do you think that it could be possible, for whatever the reasons that your past relationship ended on, that you begin your next relationship under a new way of relating to each other. Maybe because what I at least what I've experienced is like we kind of have this whole preconceived idea of how relationships are supposed to work. And what I pride myself on is communication. Communicating with my partner. I've just been, for example, I met a really beautiful girl recently, and and it was important to me that we had our first date and got this out of the way, that what I don't want to do in my relationships is limit anybody, especially my partner. I want to be able to enhance their joy, and I want them to be able to enhance my joy. But I am at the same time, I am also somebody that really enjoys my freedom, and I want them to enjoy their freedom. Because what happens a lot in these relationships is you become dependent on one another, and then it becomes it becomes a codependent relationship.
Right, and how can I do, because I feel a lot of girls judge me for what I look like, and you know, they criticize me on my back, and people make fun of me for my radical ideas, for you know, supporting the party I support, and a lot of things like that. So
okay, so hey man, I can relate to you on this. Like, I know it may not, you know, I don't mean to say this, but I have my own insecurities about like I have my own insecurities about myself. Like, to me, like I'm 10 pounds underweight, 15 pounds underweight type deal. Like, so I have my own insecurities about my image and the way I look, as opposed to in relation to the girls that I'm attracted to. If that qualifies it and makes sense to you. And what I've learned is that if I can fully just accept myself for who I am and how I look now, and I know it kind of sounds silly, but really kind of love myself. Really just, you know, really just love myself for how I am, who I am now. Somehow, some way, I meet somebody. This is where, and then all of a sudden I start meeting the women that I am attracted to.
You're right, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like if you know, if I and I know this is you know harder than it might sound, but to really just
it hurts, man.
To really accept yourself for who you are and how you are now, and be fine with it. Just really be like, this is me. This is me. Take me or leave me, but I love me. And when you love yourself, that's when others will love you. This is just how it works, man.
Right. Man, thanks for listening to me.
Yeah, brother.
I really appreciate that you took your time to answer me this. It's really important to me, because I feel I'm all alone. But I'll call you someday again, man.
Got to email me, and we'll be in touch. Then we can get in touch on the phone, and maybe we can meet up and have some lunch, and we'll get in a little more detail about this. Cool?
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
All right, brother. Email me, TysonTV@gmail.
I will. Close, man.
Good one. RC.
Heartbreak is tough. Brother, you're going to get over it, man. You're going to get over it. You're going to be grateful for it. RC.
Hey, how's it going, baby?
Hey, girl. Haven't heard from you in a while. How you been?
I've been good. Well, sorry. I got a synchronicity story for you.
Tell it. By the way, everybody who's watching right now, RC has a show called Cooking Good. It's fantastic.
It comes on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock on Channel 16.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all tune in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you've seen my show or not, but you know how me and my sister were always talking about, you know, the government and the man and all the stuff he's up to.
Yes.
Well, we always made a joke amongst ourselves about, have you seen Highland Mall lately?
I haven't.
Well, it has gone to the shitter.
Has it?
Yeah, it's JCPenney moved out, and there's nothing left in there. And there's like stores closing all the time, and the stores they got in there is kind of crummy and low quality. Anyway, we was always making a joke how they was going to turn the mall into one of the FEMA camps. Well, I was there the other day, and guess what? FEMA is at the fucking Highland Mall, camped out inside the old JCPenney.
Whoa.
They're there outside.
RC, I need you to not be, I need you to change your thoughts.
Well, it's not that we wished it to happen.
No,
We're so in tune with the man.
You're just so in tune with it. No, I totally understand.
We're so in tune with the man, we can tell what he's going to do half the time before he even does it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an example of the universe, like, giving us a wink.
Wow, that's cool. Thanks for sharing that. I didn't know that.
And you know, if y'all drive by Highland Mall, look out for the FEMA trucks.
Wow, that's...
And you know, okay, so the funniest part about this whole thing is inside the mall, where the old JCPenney entrance used to be.
Yeah.
They put some kiddie rides, and on the wall it says Fun Zone.
Fun zone.
Yeah, don't the man have a sick sense of humor?
Yes, he do.
Sorry, hon. Well, I just wanted to share that with you.
Thanks, Darcy. That was awesome. Yeah, it's really, truly, thank you for that call.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, sweetheart. Bye.
All right, Moses quickly has another comment.
Yo, Moses, you quickly got another comment. What's on your mind, brother?
Okay, howdy, it's me again.
Yeah.
Arlene, thank you so much. You're my secret girlfriend. And also, there is something over by the old airport. It is a giant silo, and I jokingly referred to it as the crematoriums for whenever they, but look, we're going to get off that.
No.
We're going to get off that. But here's something really cool.
What's up?
Okay, so mentioning the tether, right?
Yeah.
A friend of mine who's the real-life Indiana Jones, I mean really, he showed me something on recursive embeddedness, and we were looking at the Golden Mean Spiral. This is put out by, like, a commune in Minnesota, and this guy is just calmly showing a 3D image of the Golden Mean Spiral, which he rotates in space on his 3D computer, And he says, this is the grail that everyone is talking about, and no matter how close you get to it, it just keeps on repeating. He says, this is how the universe retains and contains everything that ever was and ever will be. And then he tilted it in such a way to where the center of it revealed our cursive alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, and just rotated it. And he said, and then we'll just go ahead and we'll just turn it 32 degrees, and there we have the Hebrew alphabet. So that was just amazing and very comforting. And also I'd just add that no matter what happens, we're all going to be okay.
Yeah.
And that's the gist. And my last little 2 cents here. You'd had a previous show where people were, sharing, oh, you and your friend who had the California psychedelic adventure.
Yeah.
Was talking about, man, I wish I could see a UFO. I've had five real life encounters, and one of the 5 that I'll share is that I was going to go pick up my check at a telemarketing place that I was working for like 12 years ago, and as I was getting out of my car, walking up to the place, I saw across the way a lady speed walking, and above her was a pill-shaped white object.
How high above her?
It was almost, probably I would say 50 feet above her as she was walking. It was totally following her.
How big was the pill-shaped thing following her?
It was about the size of a car.
What?
And as I tried to get a fix on, like, what am I looking at, it changed shape from, like, jacks, like you play jacks. It changed shape from pill to sphere to back to jacks to back. And I thought, hey, haul around, say, hey, what is that above you? But then, like a thought insertion, I was like, well, you don't want to scare her, so don't holler anything out.
Yeah.
And I just watched it disappear behind the building and her walk, and I just thought, what just happened?
Wow.
Okay, and that's it. And ultimately, everything will be all right. That's the bottom line.
That was right. Wow. Why can't Tyson get one of these cool UFO sightings? I want to see one like that. I want to see one that's like, shape shifts and stuff, because I don't really care to see a disc now, because my understanding is these discs are all made from the governments here, like at least 70% of the sightings that are seen, the discs, are from the planet. So
Can you still hear me?
yeah, brother, I want to let you go because
Okay. Talk to you later, bro. Have a
peace
good one.
out. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Please tune in each week, 10 o'clock, Channel 16, Tyson TV. And yes, everything is grand, everything is good. I'd like to thank Mr. Dave Rutledge in the booth for handling things, as always. He's great, beautiful. I love you. Goodbye. Mwah!
Still have a couple of calls here.
Okay.
Police is online.
Really?
Police is here. She's still there.
Police, are you still there? No. Priscilla.
Everybody, I asked him, I told him if he didn't get to you, stay with him, he'll be on. But,
That's cool, man, because Felice is the girl that I met that I was attracted to.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. She was watching, so she knew that I was probably talking about her.
Which one you're attracted to now?
Dude, I'll show you her MySpace page, bro. She is a dime. A dime.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that went pretty well.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the images in the backdrop. It looks great.
Yeah. It was pretty good. Moses was telling me, he said the sound sounded a little tinny.
Okay.
You know, the thing with people calling in is I have to sit here and adjust. You know, I don't know if you heard Moses, he was really low.
Yeah, he was.
I had to crank him up, but then RC came on and boom!
Right.
You know, blowing out the door. So,
Right.
you know, other than that, I think it was pretty well.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Cool, man.
Let's roll it.
Let's roll it. Good show.